Guys, yesterday first application completed. Good. And regarding first application, guys, I'll do some conclusions today class. So we'll go for the conclusions here. To understand the conclusions basically. So tell me the first application, what the last class you written, go to the file menu, click on new Java. Here we written the first application, right? So Java is object oriented, deals with the classes. Class name is called test class. Here you can write the Ratan world. Ratan world here. Yeah, so project level we said like multiple classes. So you can define the class A and we can define one more class B. And how many predefined classes we are using here? Guys, just I'm declaring only one class, it's fine. So here in this example, how many predefined classes we are using? Guys, how many predefined classes? Two predefined classes, right? Well, two predefined classes.
Yes.
System and string class, right? Then we have to import that system and system and string class. Belongs to which package, guys? Java.lang. Java.lang system class. Import Java.lang what? String class, right? These two classes, guys. Then you can save this code in local disk E. Directly I'm saving this code. If you want any location, just you can save that location. It's not a problem. Just I saved the code, guys. After saving just open the command prompt. Yeah, after saving just open the command prompt. Yeah, initially control is pointing to local disk C, right? Just to go to the file location where your file is available. Then how to compile this application here. To compile this application, yeah, to compile the application. So Java C the application is called what? Test.java file, right? Because I saved my application using test.java, code is compiled file. Java the class is called what? Test class, right? So the class name is called test class. We got the output is like good rather than old is a message, right? Exactly. Guys, tell me the point here is here I'm using two predefined classes, system and string class. Then we have to import those two classes, right? Then we have to import those two classes. But tell me, guys, without importing, is this code is working fine or not? Without I didn't import the data.
Compile fine, sir.
Compile means I have to execute also. Hathan will good morning message. Guys, is that import is mandatory or optional? That's the question.
It's an option.
It's optional. Oh, it's optional means now you try to compile this code is compiled. Is there code executed or not executed?
It will execute.
Code executed or not executed, guys? Executed, right? Exactly. Ratan Wall is good morning message you got output, right? It means that import statement is mandatory optional then? Guys, is that import statement is mandatory optional? Definitely import is optional,
It's
right?
an option.
Exactly, guys. That is the conclusion one today class. Basically, the Java contains the predefined packages, guys. The Java contains almost all. Java contains 14 packages, guys. As Java contains how many predefined packages? 14 predefined. Okay, 14 predefined packages. Out of this, I will show this all the packages later classes, guys. But basically, Java contains how many packages total here? The Java contains 14 predefined packages. Out of 14 predefined packages, guys, the default package in Java. Okay, the default package in Java is what? Java.lang package. Guys, the default package in Java is what? Java.lang package. That's what we don't need to import the package. But remaining 13 packages classes we have to import manually. Guys, total Java contains how many packages? The Java contains how many packages total? 14 packages. Out of 14 packages for the default package, guys, the default package in Java is what? Java.lang package, right? Java.lang is the default package in Java, guys. Remaining 13 packages we have to import manually, but Java.lang package means if you're importing or not importing, no problem, which is automatically imported to our classes, right? Exactly the case one. Case one is clear. Case one is clear, right? Exactly. If you go for the case two, the basic point, guys. Assume like in local disk E, I have the folder like core Java 9am folder is there. In this folder, I have some 4.java files, guys. As I'm talking about the .java files. Here I have the A.java file, and here I have the B.java file. Here I have the C.java file, and here I have the D.java file. Then tell me, guys, if local disk E core Java 9am, which contains like 4.java files, then how can we compile A.java? Guys, how can you compile A.java? To compile a.java, can I use like Java C, a.java, right? Exactly. Here, how many files are compiled, guys? Here, how many files are compiled? One file is compiled, right?
One file.
Exactly. But see, guys, I want to compile B and C files at a time. To compile the two files at a time, guys, Java C, B.java, space is separator, guys. Space C.java we can use. B.java space and what? C.java, right? Then here, how many files are compiled? Tell me here total. Two files compiled, right? Guys, Java C A.java. A.java means one file is compiled. Space separator, you can compile multiple files, guys. But in the real time, we will do the project using Eclipse IDE. Okay. In Eclipse IDE, we are not responsible to compile the multiple files, guys, because the code is auto compiled in Eclipse IDE. But just knowledge, guys, just knowledge. In general approach, when you are doing the practicals using Edit Plus and run the application using command prompt, in this here we can compile the multiple files using space separator, right? Is that clear now? Using space separator, you can compile multiple files. Good. Then how to compile all the files at a time? So guys, I want to compile all four files at a time. Then how to compile? Guys, to compile all four files at a time, can use like Java C star.java. Star.java means how many files are compiled, guys? Here, all files,
All files.
all files are compiled, right? Exactly. So next one is like Java C. So you can write like emp star.java. What the meaning of emp star.java? Here emp star Java means the files, the files which are suffix or prefix, guys. Emp starting means the files prefix with suffix with prefix, right? The files prefix with emp compile, right? Guys, the files otherwise simply you can say starts with emp, starts with emp, right? The file starts with emp compiled. So just like emp info.java file, emp info.java file, comma emp status.java file, like that, guys, etc. Is that clear? Emp star.java means the files which starts with emp compile, right? Starts with emp compile, right? Exactly. So next one is like Java C star student. Star student.java means what? Which files are compiled, guys? The files. Wait, uh, the files ends with student compile, right? The files what ends with student compiled, guys. It means what? Just like data student.java, data student.java, info student.java. The files which are ending with the student is compiled, right? Yeah, guys. But these options are not present with Eclipse IDE. Eclipse IDE code is automatically compiled. Okay, so but in normal approach, you can compile the multiple files, guys. But here the important conclusion is you can compile multiple files at a time, right? Yes, can you compile one file or multiple files at a time? We can compile. Guys, tell me, can we compile one file or multiple files? We can compile multiple files at a
Multiple
time.
files.
Yeah, we can compile multiple files at a time, right? Exactly. So the note here, it is possible to, yeah, it is possible to compile multiple files at a time, guys. It is possible to compile multiple .java files at a time. Okay, but it is possible to execute how many classes, guys? But it is possible to execute only one class file at a time. So don't ask like, sir, execute the two class files at a time, like that. Yes, it is possible to compile multiple files at a time, but it is possible to execute hmm, only one dot class file at a time, right? Guys, everyone clear about this point, right? Second case, guys, case one. Java contains how many packages total? 14 packages. The default package is what? Java.lang. Case 2. It is possible to compile multiple .java files. But it is possible to execute how many classes, guys? It is possible to execute how many classes? Only one class file, right? Guys, possible to execute only one class file at a time, right? There's a case 2, guys, basically. Good. And if you check the case 3. If you go for the case 3 now, Guys, what are the classes coding conventions? Guys, what are the classes coding conventions? Class name starts with
Starts with uppercase and
hmm. Class name
the
starts
inner
with
words are
see
start
inner
with
words
uppercase.
also starts with uppercase, right? Exact. There's a camel case, right? Basically, yeah. There is like
Yes.
camel case, right? Yeah, camel case convention, guys. Starts with uppercase and every inner word also starts with uppercase, right? That is a camel case. Tell me, guys, as per the camel case rule, the test means T capital, right? But I will make this a T is a small. Then this code is valid or invalid now? Guys, this code is valid or invalid? That's my question.
Code is valid, but it will create confusion if someone sees it because usually we define variables with this.
You're saying code is valid. Okay, perfectly code is valid, guys. Test is a predefined class, user defined class. Guys, test is a predefined class, user defined class means it is a user defined class, right? Yeah,
It's
but
user defined.
yeah, string is a predefined class. Can you make it as a small as
Yeah.
string means s is a small? If you make the s is a small,
No, sir, it will
again you
not compile.
yeah you trying to compile this code, it is not compiled, right? Then what you observe the difference? What is the observation here? When you change the user defined classes, it's not a problem. But when you make the predefined classes as small s, is going to a problem, right? Then what are the conclusion,
Yeah.
guys? Then what is the conclusion? See, guys, if it is a lower case means Java. If it is a lower case means yeah. So test is even the lower case. Code is compiled fine. So code executed fine. What is the class name, guys? Small test, right? Small test means you got the output is Ratan word, right? Exactly. When you change the user defined classes, there is no problem. When you change the predefined classes, we got the issue, right? Guys, then what is the conclusion? Whatever the coding conventions you discussed, okay, what are the coding conventions we discussed? The coding conventions are mandatory for which library, guys? Guys, those coding conventions are mandatory for the predefined library, right? Library in
Yes.
the sense classes, methods, variables, something like that. The coding conventions what we discussed, those are mandatory for the predefined library. But user defined classes means like user defined library means it is optional, mandatory, guys. Coding conventions
Optional.
optional, right? But recommended to follow the convention, guys. But recommended to follow the conventions, right? Guys, are you clear now? It is recommended to follow the convention, right? Exactly. Then tell me, guys, what the conclusion here? Hmm. The coding conventions are the coding conventions are the coding conventions are what? Mandatory for mandatory for tell me, guys, mandatory for predefined library, right? Mandatory for predefined library. Mandatory for the predefined library. The coding conventions are mandatory for predefined library and optional for, guys, tell me, and optional for user defined library, right? And optional for user defined library, guys. But we have to follow the coding convention, right? But hmm, but we have to follow the, tell me, guys, we have to follow the coding conventions to user defined library also, right? Exactly. Guys, this is the conclusion number 3. Hmm? The the below code is valid, guys. The below code is compiled and executed, but recommended or not recommended? The below code is the below code is what? Compiled and executed. Compiled and executed, but recommended or not recommended, guys? Guys, but recommended or not recommended? The below code is compiled and executed, but not recommended, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, are you clear now? The coding conventions are mandatory for the predefined library and optional for the user-defined library, but we have to follow the coding conventions for the user-defined library also, right? We have to follow the conventions, guys. Exactly. That's the case 3. And if you go for the case 4, coming to the case 4, guys, the class which contains main method. Okay, this is like test class, right? Assume like this is like test word. The class which contains main method is called main class. Okay, guys, what is main class here? The class which contains a main method is called main class, right? Like this is test world and this is like A world, this is like B world. The class which contains main method is called main class. Now, how many main classes I defined here? Guys, how many main classes I defined here? The class which contains main method is called main class. Here I defined how many main classes?
3 main classes, sir.
3 main classes, right? This code is valid or invalid, guys?
Definitely valid, sir.
This code is valid or invalid means valid, huh?
Yeah, sir, of
This
course.
code is valid.
3 main classes are valid, huh? Okay,
Yes.
let me run this code. Then code is compiled, fine, guys. Exactly, code is valid, no problem. After compilation, total how many class files are generated?
3.
3 class files. If I execute the test class means what happened? Test class is loaded, test class main execute, right? If I
Yeah.
execute the A class is loaded and what? A class main execute, right? If I execute the B class is loaded, B class main execute, right? Exactly, guys.
Yes.
Then what is the conclusion here? Is that multiple main classes are allowed or not allowed means? Definitely it is allowed, right? Guys, yes or no? Multiple main classes are allowed, right? Exactly. But tell me, guys, but runtime I can execute how many classes at a time? At runtime I can execute only how many classes at a time? Only one class, right? If runtime, if I'm able to execute only one class at a time, then what is the need of taking 3 main classes? There is no need, right? Guys, yes or no? First of all, what is main class? The class contains the class contains what? The class contains main method. The class contains main method is called the class contains main method is called main class, right? Exactly. Tell me, guys, the source file, because this is my source file, right? The source file is allows to declare. The source file allows to declare one main class or multiple main classes. The source file is allows to declare multiple main classes, right? Multiple main classes, but which is not recommended, guys. Why it is not recommended means at runtime you can execute only one class file at a time. Then what is the need of taking the 3 main classes? Tell me. Yes or no? Then what is the need of taking 3 main classes? There is no need, right? Exactly, guys. See, guys, in the project level, if we take the 10 classes, if you take the 10 classes, out of 10 classes, don't think like all classes contains main method, right? In project level, if you take the 10 classes, 9 classes contains business logic, guys. 9 classes contains what? Business logics, right? 9 classes contains business logics. Okay, and only one class contains main method, guys. It's a controller class. Okay, one class contains one class what? One class contains main method. It is a which class, guys? Here, controller class. Controller class. Okay, the runtime. At runtime, tell me, guys, at runtime, the runtime, the client is able to execute. At runtime, the client is able to execute how many classes, guys? Only one class. The client is able to execute only one class. That is main class, right? That is main class, guys. At the project level, the structure is happened like this. So, like multiple classes contains business logics, guys. If we take the 10 classes, 9 classes contains the business logics. Then how many classes contains main method? Only one class contains main method. It is a controller class. And at runtime, the client is able to execute only one class. That is main class, right? Guys, is that point is clear? That is information about your main class. Guys, are you clear now? Guys, total how many conclusions we done total? 4 conclusions. The first conclusion is what? Java contains how many packages, guys? Guys, Java contains how many packages?
14 packages, sir.
Yeah, out of 14 packages, what is the default package, guys? The default package is
Java.
Java.net.
package. Can we compile? Can we execute multiple class files at a time? Yes. Can we execute the
Yes.
multiple class files at a time?
Yes.
Yes, sir. You can compile the multiple files, but it is possible to execute how many classes? Only one class file, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is possible to compile multiple files. It is possible to execute only one class file, right? Exactly. The next point is Wanda. So the coding conventions, guys. Whatever the coding conventions we discussed, the coding conventions are mandatory for the predefined library and optional for the user-defined library. But you have to follow the conventions for user-defined library also, right? Yeah, then only your code is recommended code, guys. Otherwise, again, we have to rewrite the code, right? Exactly. For the case 4, guys, main class. What do you main class? The class contains the main method is called main class, and the source file is allowed to declare one main class, multiple main classes. Guys, source file is allowed
Allows to declare multiple main classes, sir.
to declare multiple main classes, but recommended or not recommended?
It's not
Not
recommended.
recommended, right? Because at runtime, the client is able to execute only one class file, right? If the client is able to execute only one class file, then what is the need of taking multiple main classes? Valid, guys, but not recommended. Valid but not recommended, right? Guys, how many cases we done total? 4 cases, right? Guys, source file is allowed how many public classes? Guys, source file is allowed how many
Only one.
public class? Only one public class, right? Source file allow how many classes? Yes, if you
Multiple
want, you can
classes.
write the note here. The point one is the source file allowed. The source file is allows to declare. The source file is allows to declare multiple classes. One class, multiple classes, guys. Allows to declare multiple classes. Guys, the source file is allows to declare the multiple classes. Okay, the source file. The source file is allows to declare how many public classes? The source file is allows to declare, tell me guys, allows to declare only one public class, right? Only one public class. And the source file is allows to declare how many main classes, guys? The source file is allows to declare multiple main classes, right? Multiple main classes, guys. Guys, everyone is clear about these points? The 3 points are clear, right? The source file is allowed to declare multiple classes, guys. In application, if you want, you can take the multiple classes, it's not a problem. But how many public classes allowed source file? One source file allowed only one public class. How many main class allowed means multiple main class are allowed, right? So multiple main class are allowed, right? Exactly. There is a case number, how much, guys? Case number 4, right? Exactly. Yeah, next case is like case number 5. If we take the case number 5, guys, it's like normal cases. If you take the print versus print method, print versus println method, guys, print versus what? Println. The difference between the print versus println. The difference between tell me, guys, what the difference between print versus println? Print is used to print the data. After printing, control is present in the same line, right? Guys, print is used to print the data. After printing, control is present in the same line. What are println, guys? Println is used to print the data. After printing, control goes to after printing,
Next
control
line.
goes to next line, right? Exactly.
Yes.
Control goes to next line. Then come to the application. You try to tell me the output of this example, guys. Once the system dot out dot println of. Here, can you please write the Ratan here, and system dot out dot println of. Here I can write Danu. Ratan Anu. Okay. Next one is system dot out dot println. Println of. Here I can write the Shravya. So this system dot out dot println of. Here I can write like println of Chandu, something like this. Chandu like this. Yeah. In this case, tell me guys what the output now. Guys,
The output will be Ratan Anu Sravya Chandu. Ratan Anu will be the one line, and Sravya will be another line. Chandu will be the another line.
Vandana, tell me the answer, Vandana. Vandana.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me, Vandana, what is the first Ratan.
The data will come like Ratan and Anu, Shravya and Chandu.
Fine, 4 lines of output. We will get the 4 lines only. Tell me the order. First Ratan is print Ratan, next Anu. Anu is printed the same line, next line.
Okay.
Ratan is printed, after that Anu. Anu is printed in the same line or next line. That's the question.
Same line.
Anu is printed the same line. After that Shravya. Shravya is
Yes.
printed the same line, next line.
Next line.
Same,
Yes, Shravya is printed in the same line, next line.
same line.
Same line, right? Exactly. Because see, print of Anu means what? After printing Anu, where is the control? Control here only, right? Yes or no? After printing Anu, print of Anu means what? Anu printed. After printing Anu, control is here only, right? Control is here only, right? Exactly. After that, I'm printing Stravia. If I'm printing Stravia means what? First of all, Stravia printed here. After that, control goes to new line, right? After control goes to new line. Then what happened, guys? Chendu printed. After printing Chendu, control goes to same line or new line, guys? Guys, control goes to same line. Control is there in the same line, next line.
Next line.
New line.
New line, right? Yeah. Then total, how many lines of output is there total?
2.
Total how many lines means total 3 lines, right? This is one line, this is second line, new line control is there, right? Yes, because after printing the Chendu, control is goes to the new line or not? Control goes to the new line means
Yeah.
the control is in this place, right? Control is in this place, right? Exactly, guys. So print versus println, after printing Anu, control is then the same location. That's what Stravia is printed in the same location. After printing the Stravia, control goes to new location. Then after printing the Chendu, control again goes to new location, right? Exactly. Now this case you can see the output once. Java C test.java. Code is compiled fine. Java the class is called which class, guys? Your test class. Now see, this is empty line or not? Guys, you're getting empty line or not? You're getting empty line, right? Yeah, that is the information, guys, basically. Is it clear now? Yes. It's called print versus what? Println, guys. What the remember print versus println, guys? Print, it is used to print the data, right? Use it to print the data. After printing, yes, tell me, after printing control goes to, guys, after printing control goes to control present in the same line, next line, control present in same line, right? Exactly. What about println, guys, what about println? So it is used to okay, print that basic, guys. Basics are very important. Try to focus on the basics. So it is used to print the data. Okay, print the data after printing. Tell me, guys, after printing the control goes to the control goes to what? The control goes to new line, right? Exactly, guys. There's a difference between the print versus what? Println. Guys, how many cases total here? 5 cases done. Good. Next one, sixth case, guys. When coming to the sixth case, we are going with escape sequence characters, guys. What is the point name? Escape sequence characters. What is the meaning of escape sequence character? Escape, okay. Escape sequence characters. Escape sequence character. Basically, see, the advantage of escape sequence characters is, see, for example, here I want to print a hi Ratan sir. Tell me, guys, just output is also, we'll get the output is hi Ratan sir, right? Code is compiled fine. Java class is called test class. We got the output is also hi Ratan sir, right? Exactly. It's not a problem. We got the output is also hi Ratan sir. It's not a problem, right? Exactly. But my question is, I want to print Ratan in the double quotes. Then tell me, guys, how can you print Ratan in the double quotes? Guys, how can we print Ratan in double quotes? Can we put the double quotes like this? Is the syntax is valid or invalid now? Guys, if we put this data like this double quotes, is the syntax is valid or invalid? Is it valid or invalid means definitely the syntax is what? Invalid, right? We got the invalid issue. Good. In this case, guys, to represent your data, basically to represent your data, this is starts with what? A backslash. backslash double quotes and backslash double quote. So double quote is like escape sequence character. You can take the starting backslash double quotes on what. Here also you can put the backslash double quotes, right? Exactly. Now data is printed in which format, guys? Guys, double quotes format, right? Run this code. Is that clear now? It's called escape sequence character, guys, which is starts with the backslash. If you want single quotes, then you can go for the backslash single quotes. You can add the backslash single quotes. If you want backslash format, then you can go with the backslash, and you can go with the backslash, right? Exactly. Backslash and backslash. Guys, this basically like escape sequence characters to represent your data. Okay, so represent your data, right? Code is compiled, fine. Code executed, fine. See the output, guys. First case normal output, next case double quotes, next case single quotes, next one is the backslashes, right? Exactly. Is that clear now? Good. Next line here, see guys, I want to print hi Ratan sir, but in between the every word, I want to give the 10 spaces. 10 spaces means almost all 2 tabs, right? Here I give the 2 tabs here. Here also I give the 2 tabs, right? 10 spaces I given here, 10 spaces I given here. But tell me guys, writing the 10 spaces like this, which is recommended or not recommended? Guys, giving the 10 spaces like this, which is recommended or not recommended? Definitely, which is guys, respond please. So giving the 10 spaces like this, recommended or not recommended? Definitely, which is not recommended, right? That's what, guys. In between the every word, can I use one escape sequence character is there? That is called \t. Okay, \t, guys. \t can go for the \t. \t represents what? Tab space, right? Tab space, guys. Here also you can give the \t and \t, right? Then how many spaces you will get, guys, total here? In between every word, you will get the 10 spaces, right? Guys, in between every word, you will get how many spaces? 10 spaces, right? Exactly. Then code is compiled, fine. The other class is called what? Test class, right? Yeah, that is test class, right? Yeah, guys, so here you need the spaces means you got the spaces here, right? So tab spaces, guys. You go for the tab spaces. And the last one more thing, you can write \n, guys. If you want print hi Ratan sir, 3 lines, SOP of hi, SOP of Ratan, SOP of sir. If you want print the data, 3 lines of code. If you want print the 3 lines of code, like you can write the \n, right? \n represents what? A new line, guys. Okay, these are escape sequence character, depends on application requirement. You can use the corresponding escape sequence characters, right? Exactly. Somewhere you need the data in the double quote, somewhere you need the double single quotes, somewhere you need some give some spaces, somewhere you want to give some new lines. So last lines you can check the output, guys. Hi Ratan sir is printed 3 lines of code, right? Yeah, this is called what the concept name, guys? Escape sequence characters, which is starts with what? Use it to escape sequence characters, use it to represent the data, which is starts with what? Starts with the, guys, tell me, starts with what? Starts with the backslash, right? Yeah, backslash, guys. Guys, are you clear now? Yeah, that's concept is called escape sequence character, right? Escape sequence character always starts with backslash, guys. Guys, how many cases completed total here? Case one is like the default package in Java. Java contains 14 packages, guys, but the default package in Java is what? Java.lang package. Case two is it is possible to compile the multiple files, guys, but it is possible to execute the one class file at a time. Case three is the coding conventions, what we discussed: camel case, mixed case, lower case. These all are mandatory for the predefined library and optional for the user defined library. We have to follow the convention, right? Exactly. What do you main class, guys? The class which contains main method is called main class, and the source file is allows to declare one main class or multiple main classes. Guys, one main class or multiple main classes? Multiple main classes.
Multiple main classes.
But is recommended or not recommended, guys? Which is not recommended. Which is not recommended. Which is not recommended. Why? Because the client is able to execute only one main class. Then what's the need of taking multiple main classes? Project level, if you take the 10 classes, out of 10 classes, 9 classes contains business logic, guys. Only one class contains main method, is a controller class, right? At runtime, the client is able to execute only one class, that is called main class, right? Exactly. And case 5 is the print versus println. Print is used to print the data, guys. After printing, control is present in the same line. What is println, guys? Println is used to print the data. After printing, control goes to new line, right? And the case is the escape sequence characters, guys. Escape sequence character always starts with the backslash symbol used to represent your data, right? Use it to represent your data, guys. Exactly. And if you go for one more case, guys, case 7. So if you take the case 7 now, if you take the case 7, the small point regarding the case 7, okay, token, guys. Okay, token. See, guys, I'm printing here Ratan. I'm printing the Ratan here. That's it. If I'm printing just simply Ratan here, the what do you mean token? First of all, token means the smallest individual part of the application. Yes, what do you mean token here? It's not a like Java concept, guys. It's normally just word. Word is called one token. Guys, token is not a Java concept. Token is nothing but just word. The smallest individual part of the application is called token. This word is called one token, guys. This is called one token. This is called brace is one token. Okay, dot is one token. Semicolon is one token. The smallest individual part of the application. Okay, every word in application is called token, right? Exactly. Guys, tell me in between the two tokens. Here I given one space or multiple spaces, guys. Guys, in between the two tokens, I'm giving one space or multiple spaces. I'm giving
We
multiple.
can give a multiple spaces, sir.
Here I'm giving multiple spaces, right? Tell me, guys, is that multiple spaces are valid or invalid? Guys, this code is valid or invalid? Definitely, this
It's
code is
valid, sir.
valid or invalid means definitely we can say the code is valid, guys. So valid and code executed fine also. We got the output is Ratan. Then what the conclusion, guys? It is possible to give multiple spaces between the two tokens or single space between the two tokens. Guys, in between the two tokens, this is a token, this is a token. In between the two tokens, you can give one space or multiple spaces. You can give one space or multiple spaces. You can give the multiple
We
spaces.
can give multiple spaces.
Exactly, yes. So then what the conclusion here? The smallest, what do you mean token, guys? The small part of the application. The smallest, smallest individual part of the application. The smallest individual part of the application. Yeah, part of the application is called token, right? It's called token, guys. The smallest individual part of the application is called token, guys. And it is possible to give, it is possible to tell me, guys, it is possible to give n number of spaces, right? So n number of spaces between the two tokens, right? N number of spaces between between two tokens, right? Exactly, guys, that point is clear. The smallest individual part of the application is called token, guys. It is possible to give how many spaces between two tokens? N number of spaces between the two tokens, right? But it's recommended to give how many spaces, guys? Only one space, right? Guys, recommended to give how many spaces? Only one space, right? Exactly. Guys, how many cases you done total here? 7 cases you done, guys. With that, your first application, everything is done perfectly. Yeah, everything is done perfectly. Try to check this all the cases, guys. But definitely cases are important, right? Definitely the cases are important. You try to check this all the cases. Is that clear now? Yeah. Hey, yesterday one guys asked a small question. What about Java, guys? Java is a platform dependent language, independent language. Java is a platform. Wait, Java is what? Java is a
Independent
platform, independent language, right? Java is a platform, independent. Hmm. Independent language, right? Exactly. Definitely Java is an independent language, guys. It supports all operating systems, right? It supports all operating systems. All operating systems. What about JVM, guys? Is a JVM is a platform dependent or independent?
It's a platform dependent, sir.
Yeah, see guys, basically the JVM comes along with the JDK software. If JVM comes along with the JDK software, for the Windows operating system, one type of JDK is there. While downloading, it is asking, right? It is asking you want Windows JDK or Linux JDK or Mac JDK, which JDK you want. It is asking like what type of JDK you need, right? Exactly. It means if you are downloading Windows JDK means Windows JVM is downloading. Linux JDK means what? Linux JVM is downloading, right? Mac JDK means what? Mac JVM, right? Exactly. Yes, Java is a platform independent language. It supports all operating system. But JVM is the JVM is what? Platform. Yes, JVM is a platform dependent, right?
Line.
Exactly, guys. Because it comes along with the JDK software. The software is changed from OS to OS, right? So if you want to type the point, J is a platform dependent because it comes along with the, tell me guys, it comes along with the which software guys? JDK software, right? It comes along with JDK software. The software it comes along with JDK software. The software is, yeah, tell me guys, the software is to operating system, right? Operating system to operating system. Yeah, the operating system. Yeah, the software changed to operating system. So the JVM is also changed, right? That's what the JVM is a platform dependent, guys. Guys, total how many cases you done total? 8 cases, guys. Is everyone is clear about all the cases, right? Guys, everyone is clear about all the cases. Yeah, the cases are important, guys. You try to check all the cases once. Let me upload this data protectedtest.com slash Java 9 a.m. right? Exactly. So here you can write the Java. So here today is like day 6, guys. Once the first chapter is completed, I'll make only one tab here, data types and introduction. Up to that, I let me maintain these all the files. Okay, day 6. Once the first chapter is completed, what I will do, I will create one tab like introduction and data types. I'll make all the examples here, one tab itself. So every topic you will maintain one tab, guys. That will be better option. So like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, like that you will maintain. Guys, it required 2 more
So,
days to complete the first chapter, introduction and data types.
sir, you are going according to the syllabus that you have shared with us?
Uh-huh.
Okay, okay.
I have to go according to syllabus only, right? Guys, if you need see, if you have any questions, just try to check the YouTube videos. I'm uploading this data on YouTube, right? I think you try to, guys, you subscribed, right, everyone? Guys, please subscribe to channel so that you'll get the notifications to your mail notifications, right? Like and comment and subscribe to channel, then you'll get the notifications, right? Because every time uploading the Python videos as well as Java videos, and mostly within 1 week we will start the Spring Boot videos also. We'll start the Spring Boot
So you can
uh,
so you can show it on YouTube to the students who are not known to your channel. You can open your channel on
Rathanayati
right
channel.
now
You
so
guys,
that
you don't know Rathanayati channel? Oh my god.
Yeah, we already subscribed, sir.
If already
we have
subscribed,
already
the guys who are not reminding guys, please subscribe to channel to get the youtube.com slash Rathanayati, guys. Just directly to go for Rathanayati website, Rathanayati channel. Yeah, here if you check the videos, last classes what we done, I uploaded, right? Just I'm showing that links to you. Why it is much slow internet? Yeah, if you go for the videos here, yeah, here you can see the videos, guys. Here these are last classes. I think here you can see Python. This is a Python tutorial. Python tutorial. This is like Java introduction data types. Class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See guys, 3, 4 core Java tutorial, Python tutorial, core Java, Python, like that. So we uploaded everything, guys. You try to check the videos here, right? Yeah, if you need any information. Guys, the guys who are not subscribed, please subscribe to channel so that every day you'll get the notification so that you can check that links. Okay, that's up to you. I'm uploading all the required session, guys. Required session 2, required session 4, 5, 6, all uploaded. Try to check the videos. Tomorrow we'll meet, guys. Bye.
Bye, sir.